Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This time last year I posted my first video on YouTube. Last year's new moon in Aquarius was around this time, and I was thinking it is conjuncting my ascendant, and I was thinking what I'm going to start new. And out of the blue I've made my first video, and I posted it by accident. Actually I wanted to send it to a friend to check it out and see if it was okay. Well, the next day I was really surprised when I saw that video had views. But I really feel glad that I'm still here and I'm still enjoying it. And thank you also for being here and your nice comments. January was not that bad for Bitcoin. We haven't seen January like this since 2017. February now is an important month because of Pluto being at the last degree of Capricorn, the 29th degree. We're very close to a major global change and transformation, and I'm saying that because next month Pluto moves into the sign of Aquarius. This is a big deal. Pluto represents many things, but also the global economy. In 2008, Pluto entered the sign of Capricorn. That was when the USA and the global economy started. With Pluto-Saturn conjunction in 2021, COVID started. We never actually experienced Pluto in Aquarius because the last time Pluto was in Aquarius was in 1778, and that was the time of the American Revolution, the French Revolution, the United States independence. Pluto will go back to Capricorn in the summer, and it will enter Aquarius for good in January 2024. And will remain there for the next 20 years. Pluto is a planet of transformation, and in Aquarius, which is a sign of freedom, revolution, equality, inspiration, new technologies, networking, and more. Well, does this mean we're gonna have a digital economy? Some kind of transformation is for sure. But it's also some kind of revolution, like fight for freedom, for equality. I believe in February we might see a lot of strikes and protests. One of my videos called The Transformation of Society and the Global Economy describes the situation with Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto this month will be at the 29th degree of Capricorn, and planets at this degree get very powerful, but they behave a bit strange before they change signs. So until the full moon on the 5th and in Leo, things look a bit rocky. We have the Sun-Uranus square, also Venus-Mars square, and this suggests unexpected news regarding finances. Could be also be more scandals, and corruption will probably come up to the surface. We could also see some kind of disruption, and that maybe has to do with food because Uranus is in Taurus, and that is related to money, food, the earth, and more. Plus, there are some aspects that show adjustments, changes, and endings. A sudden unexpected change of a well-known leader is also possible. On the 12th until the 16th, Venus-Neptune conjunction, which on the one hand is very good for romance, and it's also Valentine's Day around these dates, but for finances and the economy, it shows uncertainty, worry, and sometimes loss. On the 20th, there is a new moon in Pisces, which shows a productive beginning with a lot of commitment, a lot of effort and success with a conjunction to Saturn. But for everyone, it will be different depending on their chart. The last 5 days of the month look very fortunate with the Venus-Jupiter conjunction. This could mean great news both in finances and in relationships in general. Now to Bitcoin. There are a couple of interesting things this month in Bitcoin's chart. One is the Pluto conjunction to Bitcoin's Jupiter. This I find interesting because we had this conjunction before in March and April of 2022. Bitcoin's price was going up quite a lot during that time. But last time in April, Pluto turned retrograde, and the price started to drop. You can see that on this chart that the price was Bitcoin. It started to drop end of April. Well, I thought we might have a bull run again in February, but not that I want to disappoint you. It does not look like it. I might be totally wrong because the chart was difficult, confusing this month with the Pluto-Jupiter story. A reminder again that I'm not a financial advisor. I guess a lot of you are waiting to find out the outcome of the Fed's meeting on February 1st. It's interesting because the first few days of the month, Mercury makes a nice aspect to both Bitcoin's Uranus and Saturn. This to me looks like a lot of new information and ideas coming from the authorities. But it also looks with the Uranus aspect that the news are like good news. On the 5th, there is a full moon in Leo, and usually the price drops the days before the full moon. That's not always, but most of the times. The nice aspect of Venus with Bitcoin Sun on the 6th and for the next 2 or 3 days looks like the price is starting to go up again. But there are few things after the 8th or 9th that show a sudden change and adjustments. Few of the aspects at Venus-Uranus conjunction, the quincunx of Mars, Sun, and the Sun, Saturn and the Sun, Neptune conjunction. So in the mundane astrology, which shows what's happening in the world, remember I said that Venus will be in conjunct to Jupiter from around the 12th to 16th. And that shows that the situation in this economy is confusing and not clear at this time. So I don't know what's going on, but that's what it looks like. So it looks like the price of Bitcoin will start to go up again around the 18th with the Venus nice aspects to Jupiter, to the Sun, and also Pluto. Something interesting is that on the 20th, the new moon in Pisces is in a conjunction to Bitcoin's Venus. So at that time, the price might be up. But from the 23rd, because again, from the difficult aspects, the price looks like it will start to drop. Around the 25th, with Mercury and Neptune conjunction, we might hear something like disappointing news, or it could also be fake news with this combination. I'm not sure, but if the price will go sideways or drop around that time, I can't tell you. And if it drops, I can't tell you how much. Because at the same time, there are some couple of nice aspects. But what I can tell you for sure is that next month, around the 7th, we have a full moon in Virgo. In case Bitcoin's price goes up, it might, because with the Pluto-Jupiter conjunction, around the 7th of March, with the Saturn conjunction to Bitcoin's Venus, I believe the price most likely will go down maybe a lot. So that's all, my friends. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.